Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon and I love rocks and gemstones. Rock tumbling is one of my favorite hobbies and I love to tumble all types of rocks. And today I'm going to show you my entire process of tumbling Crazy Lace Agate from start to finish. And I'll show you the rough and every single stage through the finished polished process. And at the end, I'll also give you my timeline and the recipe that I used to get these super, super shiny results. And I used a Rotary rock tumbler for the entire process, so you only need one piece of equipment. And Crazy Lace Agate is primarily found in Mexico, and it's got these gorgeous, swirly, lacy, multicolored patterns. And as most all agates and jaspers, it shines up really, really well. And here's another example with some different colors, some reds and grays. And this is a stone that really, it helps us determine our personal sense of perfection in a finished product, because Crazy Lace Agate, while it tends to have these beautiful patterns, it also tends to have a lot of natural pitting, and which still looks beautiful. Like, it shines up so nicely, but you see there's a lot of natural pitting still left in here. And so this gemstone in particular helps you decide, do you want to grind or sand down these stones ahead of time to take away all of that pitting, or do you want to leave a more natural shape to your finished gemstones? That is up to you. There is no one perfect way to do it. It's all up to your sense of beauty. It's all up to you. And Crazy Lace Agate is very hard and durable. It's Mohs hardness 7, and it's a great stone for beginners. Agates and jaspers, wonderful for beginners, because if you leave them in the tumbler a little too long, they're not going to get ground down to nothing. They are really resilient through the whole process, but they do take a while and they do take some patience. But the finished results is so gorgeous. The wide variety of patterns and colors in Crazy Lace Agate is gorgeous. And you'll find yourself picking through the stones every week after you clean them, just in awe of all of the beautiful designs that nature made. So if you're interested in tumbling Crazy Lace Agate or just seeing my process, then let's get started. Let me show you the rough. And today I'm going to be putting some Crazy Lace Agate into the barrel that I recently got from Stonebridge Imports. And yeah, we've got some really nice patterns on this. And yeah, like, I have a full bag here, and I'm gonna pick a bunch out that look like they have some really nice patterns to it. And then I'll get this in some coarse grit, and we'll see what these look like next week. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to polish some Crazy Lace Agate for quite a while, and just got my hands on some. So let's get this in coarse. Here is the Crazy Lace Agate, and this is definitely my favorite stage of the whole tumbling process, seeing the stones after their first week in course, because that's when their beauty is initially revealed. And it was hard to see what this Crazy Lace Agate was going to look like before, but now we've got all of these really, really pretty specimens here, and just gorgeous. Lots of variety, lots of patterns, and oh, I'm just so excited. And the slurry for this was red. I mean, red, red. Wow. So nice. Oh. I'm looking forward to like peeking through all of these as I put them back in the barrel. This actually lost a lot of mass this first week, and I'm going to have to put in like a significant amount of ceramic media to make up the difference, but so nice. Lovely. Okay, here is the Crazy Lace Agate after its second week in course, and it's still shaping slowly, but we're getting there. This might take 4 to 5 weeks in course to really get some nice shape going, but you can see the patterns in the rock right now, and they are just it's so lovely. Wow. This is the type of stone that you could just sit here and pick through and just look at each one every single week when you rotate and recharge the barrels. I mean, so pretty. All right, well, I'm going to get these back in their barrel with some more coarse grit, and we'll see them again next week. Here is the Crazy Lace Agate after, I believe it's been 3 weeks in course. And the shape is much better. In fact, I will probably pick out some pieces that seem to be ready for medium, like this one here, so that they don't lose any more mass. And then I'll keep the rest going in coarse for another week. But these are looking really pretty. We've got some pieces that are nearly all white, like this one here. And then pieces that are just brilliant red. Look at how nice this is. And these multicolored pieces. Wow, this is just a really fun batch to run because you get to look at them every single week and look at the different patterns and just be in awe of your gemstones. All right, let me sort through these and get it set up for course. Here is the Crazy Lace Agate after, I believe, 4 weeks in course. And last week I went through all of these and picked out some that were ready for medium grit. And we call that splitting batches because you're splitting them up. And I think I'll have to do the same with this. Look through, see which ones could use some more coarse, see which ones are ready for medium, and separate them. And I may have to move to a slightly smaller barrel to run coarse, but I mean, most of these are looking good. You have some exceptions, like this one here's got some knob on it that I don't think is going to come out with just 1 more week, of course. So this one may just go to the side to go in a future mixed agate batch. But these are looking so pretty. Really nice. And, you know, this is the part of the process where, one, we have to be patient because, you know, this has been in course for a month already, and we don't want to rush it along before it's time. But we also have to be discriminating, and that's where the batch splitting comes in. So we can actually look through all of them, see which ones are ready to move on, which ones are not, and then make decisions based on that. All right, so let me start picking through these. Okay, the Crazy Lace Agate has been in medium grit for a week, and it's looking nice. Wow. Look at the patterns on some of those. So nice. This is just one that I could just spend a huge deal of time between stages just looking at all the patterns and the colors. I highly recommend tumbling some Crazy Lace Agate. That's really nice. Now this batch has, there's pieces with pitting, which I'm leaving. It's keeping a lot of the natural shape in these. See, look, there's some pits, but I do need to make sure that these are washed really good in between grit stages so that it doesn't carry along grit from the previous stage. But no, I just love the high variety of color. And yeah, these are keeping a pretty natural shape. But I think they're going to look really gorgeous when they are shiny and polished. So let me get these in a wash cycle, rinse them off really, really good to get rid of all of that medium grit slurry, and then I'll move these on to fine grit. So the Crazy Lace Agate has been in fine grit for 1 week, and except for, a few like crevices and pits that I'm leaving as their natural features, the surface is feeling really smooth, and it's getting close to polish. Now, some of these are like still pitted, and I'm intentionally leaving them that way. And so a wash cycle between grit sizes is especially important, because especially before polish, because you don't want any of that grit coming through and contaminating the water. So I'm going to give these a really good wash cycle and put them in extra fine grit, and then they should be ready for polish next week. The Crazy Lace Agate has just finished a week in extra fine grit to get the surface really super smooth and ready for polish. And these are looking just gorgeous. Really lovely. I love the patterns. I love the colors. Oh, so nice. Look at that. So I need to give this an extra good wash, since some of these still do have natural pits on it, like the back of this one here. And I want to make sure that absolutely no grit transfers into the polish stage. So I'm going to give this a really good wash cycle, probably a couple of wash cycles in Drift soap and borax and water to get these and the barrels really super clean before I start the polish. So let me get its wash cycle started. Here is the Crazy Lace Agate after 1 week in polish. So we'll pull some of these out and see how it shined up. So we're just going to give it a quick rinse in some clean water and a dry. To see that polish. Look at that. How nice. It's polished up really well. Here we go. Here's a piece I wanted to show off, and it's right up top. So I've been having a discussion about like how how perfect or imperfect to let these stones be. And this is a piece of the Crazy Lace Agate that has wonderful lacy patterns on the top and is polished up really nicely. But the backside is pretty pitted. But you see, even the backside took some really nice polish, and it looks really lovely. So on a whole, I think this is a gorgeous piece. Although not all of the pits and crevices and imperfections have been ground out. But it's all about coming and discovering your sense of what you find beautiful in these rocks and gemstones. And so let me pull out another one. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Super shiny. So nice. All right, well, I'm going to get these rinsed off, and I'll put them through a burnish wash with Dreft soap and borax and get these really shined up, and then I will show you the finished product. Thank you so much for following along on my journey of tumbling Crazy Lace Agate. Such a beautiful stone, and I hope it has really piqued your curiosity and that you're ready to go out and get some Crazy Lace Agate rough and get those in your tumblers as soon as possible. And if you're brand new to tumbling, if you're just starting and you're not quite sure about the process, then make sure to check out my online class. The link is in the description below, Rock Tumbling 101, because it will walk you through all of the supplies, equipment, and all the steps necessary to complete your first batch of tumbled gemstones. And Crazy Lace Agate is a great stone to start with. So thanks again, and if you're an experienced rock tumbler, you want to see how I tumble a wide variety of gemstones, then everyone make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a single gemstone video. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon.